My daddy says I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel sent down from the sky.
My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as handsome, strong as me. It's true he indulges my tendency to vote, but I'm a special soldier, up to 4 free.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day dawned from the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no fear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a special ballerina. She has never seen a prettier ballerina. She says if I'm keen I have to cut down on the cream, but I'm a ballerina, so give me more cake.
Take another picture of our angel from the table over here.
She's clearly more emotionally developed than appears.
What a dear!
Honey, look at mommy.
Don't put honey on your brother.
Smile for mommy, smile for mother.
I think he blinked.
Take another.
Have you seen his school report? Did I see on his report?
What?
So I have to take to school. The teacher's clearly falling short.
He's just delightful.
So ladies and insightful. When she deal, it's so brighter than a cloud.
Yeah, she's definitely a balance.
Take another mile of her head.
I'm a miracle. It's one look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day dawned from the umbilical cord, it's been clear that no fear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle. That I'm as tiny and as shiny as a miracle. We can be all cynical, but it's the truth empirical. There's never been a miracle as miracle as miracle as.
My mommy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ, that kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mom says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Completely different car, sir.
Ah! Harry!
Hang on.
Look at this, she's reading a book. That's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
Stop scaring your mom with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. It's not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
I'm gonna call you straight back. I'm trying to make the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this?
What about me? I've got a whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. I'm off to go bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening.
But I'm gonna make us rich.
How rich?
Very rich. Russian businessmen, very, very stupid. Your genius husband here is gonna turn 155 old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair, listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed split brain. All I can say is thank heavens Michael inherited his old man's brains. Hey, son.
Michael.
Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you've treated me tonight.
This is all your fault, with your stupid books and your stupid reading.
But that's not right.
You're off to school in a few days, and I know your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull, told her all about you. Scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics, throwing the hammer. Imagine what you can do to a horrible little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Now get off to bed, you little bookworm.
went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. I wondered why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we're told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong, keep out of reach of children. Oil of violets hair tonic, for men. Yep.
In business, son, a man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means a good brain.
Ah! Your hair! It's green!
My hair's green!
Why on earth did you do that?
Maybe you used some of Mom's peroxide by mistake?
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man!
My hair, my lovely hair. I got my deal today. Russians, what am I gonna do?
I know what you can do.
What?
You can pretend you're an elf.
What are you talking about, you fool? The boy's a loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story?
Ew, don't be disgusting. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better.
Matilda, what a pleasure to see you in the library again.
Oh, yes. I mean, my mom wanted me to stay home with her, but I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be proud of a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them stories like you tell me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. That's a hint, by the way.
Oh, once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married.
They performed some of the most incredible feats together, and people would come from miles around.
Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for one another.
Which was so deep, it was said that cats would purr as they walked by and dogs would weep with joy.
They moved into a beautiful old house.
And although they loved each other, they were sad.
We have everything. But the one thing.
We do not have a child.
Their sadness overwhelmed them, and their work became the only place they could escape the tragedy of their lives. So they decided to perform the most dangerous feat known to man. It is called
The burning woman, hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair, over sharks and spiky objects,
Caught by the man locked in the cage.
and it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is our destiny.
Well, what happens next?
I don't know, Miss Phelps. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
My mommy says I'm a miracle.
My daddy says I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel.
Mom says I'm an angel.
Mom says I'm an angel.
So you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess? You'll soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life, as you know, is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I've been trapped inside this cage for ages, this prison cell. And if I try, I can remember that before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. Like you, I was curious, so innocent I asked 1,000 questions. But unless you want to stop and listen up, and I will teach you. I'll give it to you. You listen here, my dear, you'll be punished so severely if you step out of line. And if you hide when you go, you stay out of trouble. And remember to be extremely careful.
Why? Why? Did you not hear what we said?
Just you wait for phys ed. What's phys ed? Physical education.
It's Trenchful's speciality.
My mommy says I'm a miracle.
My daddy says I will be the teacher's pet.
School is really fun, according to my mom. Dad said I learned the alphabet.
The alphabet? You've got to learn to listen, kids.
So you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess? You'll soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life, as you know, is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I'm trapped inside this cage for ages, this prison cell. But if I try, I can remember that before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. Like you was curious, so innocent I asked 1,000 questions. But unless you want to stop, listen up and I will teach you. I give it to you. You listen here, my dear, you'll be punished so severely if you step out of line. And if you cry, when you go, you should stay out of trouble. And remember to be extremely careful. Why?
Why? Did you not hear what we said?
You wait for phys ed. Just you wait for phys ed. You see the EMG, if I take an elementary, QRS, TUV, WS. Why? Just you wait for phys ed.
morning, children. My name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day, your first day at school. Now, can anyone read this?
Me. Ooh, pick me, miss. I can't. Me.
Very well, Nigel. Yes, I think we better leave it there, Nigel. We don't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender?
Is the first word tomato?
No, but tomato was a very good word.
Yes.
Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words.
Well, I needed to learn how to read words so I can read sentences, because basically a sentence is just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, then you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book yourself?
More than me. I love books. Last week I read quite a few.
A few? What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Lord of the Flies, Crime and Punishment, and The Cat in the Hat.
Don't be pathetic. Just knock on the door.
Enter! Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Miss Trunchbull, in my class, there's a little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the brat, though. Says she's a real wart.
Oh, no, headmistress. I don't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bombinatum est magitum.
Bombinatum est magitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have it for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense!
It's my opinion that this little girl should be placed with the 11-year-olds.
We cannot just place it in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules.
I believe Matilda is an exception to the rules.
An exception? To the rules. In my school? Look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam in the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion 1969? Do you think in that moment when my big moment came that I treated the rules with casual disdain? No, 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 no. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. If you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children, 2, 3, 4.
If you want to throw the hammer for your country,
you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to achieve success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness. You have to force a little squid to toe the line. Sing, Jenny.
if you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I apply just one simple rule to hammer for a life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the bully line and throw it, and always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out!
I must tell you, headmistress, that it's my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
Stupid, nasty, question-asking Russians.
Oh, don't tell me we're not
I
rich.
took one look at the first car and said these cars are knackered. I told them the mileage was so high because of a manufacturing mistake.
So you lied to them.
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you.
Of course they didn't believe me. I got green hair.
I've got hair.
And what's this? Another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
No, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it. I'm sure you'd really enjoy it.
Here's what I think you're lovely.
No, it's a library book. Ha, you showed that little brat. Oh, I'm late for my dance lesson with Rodolfo.
Now get off to bed, you little stickworm.
Do we have any super glue?
In the cupboard. And while you're at it, why don't you stick your stupid head of yours to that stupid book?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
Got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl. Matilda, do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt all squished in there.
No, it's okay. I think they just fit.
Well, I'd better hang around in case they start to squeeze out your ears. I'm Lavender, and I think it's probably best if we're best friends.
Hide me! Someone put a Hulk and a treacle in Trunchbull's chair. Someone took an eye, and now she's after me.
That's not fair!
Once Agatha Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you're squished.
They're saying she's gonna put me in chokey.
What's chokey?
They say it's a cupboard in our office that you show children into. It's lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood when the hinges creak and the door is closed. You cannot see squat, not the end of your nose, and if you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
All right, when did this happen?
Around 20 minutes ago. Why? Quick, she's coming!
Hide him! Quick, blazers!
Please don't tell her I'm a
Now!
Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under those blazers. Where he's been for the past hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh, yes. Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleeping disorder, narcolepsy. The sufferer often falls asleep without any warning, and we put him under the blazers for safety. Didn't we? Didn't we? Definitely. He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? What? Hello? This isn't my bedroom at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Frick!
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Have I told you about pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mommy says they make me look pretty.
And your mother
is a twit! You! What is your name?
Matilda. Matilda Wormwood.
Well, Miss Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Completely different cars. Green hair. Yeah, it's National Green Hair Day for all the wonderful green things in the world, like lettuce and snot. Tomorrow, 1? Absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Now that's how you do. Looks like rain. I'm gonna leave this on.
Oh, yes, hello, my name is Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
It will only take a moment.
Well, if you must come in, this is Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ciao.
Ah, parla italiano? Bene.
What? Who is this, babe? You know what interruptions mean to my energy.
What do you want, Miss Chetney?
It's Miss Honey, and as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Then stop her reading then. Lord knows we've tried.
I'm in the zone, doll. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste it.
Look, Miss Hussey, I'm not a fan of girls getting all clever pants. Looks are more important than books. Now look at you. And look at me. You chose books, and I chose looks. Good day.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Just get on your feet, Jenny. You are going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me. But
And so, the great day arrived. Everything was organized by the acrobat's sister, an evil, frightening woman who used to be an Olympic-class hammer thrower and who loved nothing better than to scare the children of the town. Suddenly, out came the escapologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, has been canceled.
No!
Canceled because my wife is pregnant.
So it has a happy ending.
No! Because just then, the acrobat sister stepped forward and produced a contract!
I have paid for the posters, publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. Where is my profit? A contract is a contract. You will perform on this day, or out to prison you both shall go.
No! What happens next?
I don't know. I promise, I'll tell you tomorrow.
Matilda, starting tomorrow, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Fine, Matilda, that's the biggest hug in the world. You're gonna hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood, where is?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
I'll admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This morning, this foul carbuncle sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice from my private chocolate cake.
Miss Trunchbull, I did not!
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here with me all morning.
Setting up for the spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, I admit it. I took the cake. And I was sort of thinking about owning up to it. Maybe I was having a lot of trouble with my belly, and the Trunchbull's cake was so good that I scarfed it down a little bit too quickly, and it was starting to fight back. See? Miss Trunchbull, I did not do anything!
You are a crook and a thief, and I shall crush you!
A huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Brucey?
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Trunchbull, but...
Oh, as long as you enjoyed the cake, that's the main thing.
It is?
Yes, Bogtrotter, it is.
Oh, well, I enjoyed it very much then. Thank you.
Wonderful. Marvelous. That makes me so happy. It gives me a warm glow on my lower intestine. Oh, cook. What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Lost your appetite?
Yes, I'm full.
I will tell you when you're full. And I say that criminals like you are not full until you have eaten the entire cake.
But...
No buts, eat.
Headmistress, he'll be sick.
You should follow that before you decide to steal my cake. Eat. Eat.
He can't.
Eat.
Might explode.
Eat.
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit that between you and it, there's not a lot of difference inside.
He can.
He surely can. You are the man, Bruce.
He might explode.
He's quite elastic.
He's going to make inside.
He
Trunchbull. I got carried away.
Oh, that's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes.
Even me.
Well done, Brucey.
Good show.
Well, come along now, Bob Trotter.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention?
That was the first part to your punishment.
There's more.
The second part. And the second part is choking.
What? Headmistress, please, you can't.
Do you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these
Maggots? Did you?
Do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot?
You!
What? No! Miss Churchill, please! Don't take me to choking! Not that! No! That's not right!
Matilda, thank God you're here. I'm dying to hear the next part of the story. I haven't slept a wink.
Miss Phelps, do we have a revenge section?
What? Is there a child at school who's behaving like a bully?
Not a child exactly. Do you want to hear the next part of the story?
What are we waiting for?
As they prepared themselves to perform the most dangerous feat in their lives, the acrobat gave her husband a kiss.
Smile. We have done this 1,000 times.
First, I escape from the cage. Lean out, catch her with one hand, grab the fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flames on your specially designed dress before they reach the dynamite and blow your head off.
Sorry. Go on.
The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat swung through the air. She hurled over the sharks and spiky objects, and suddenly, the escapologist's cage flew open. The padlocks pinged away, and he reached out to catch his wife and their child.
Oh, I can't look!
And then as the escapologist caught his wife, the flames on her dress were covered in foam before they could both be blown to bits.
Hooray! It has a happy ending!
No.
No?
No. As the escapologists used that much foam, their hands became slippery, and she fell.
Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except the ones at the tips of her little fingers. She lived long enough to have their child.
Love our daughter with all your heart. She's all we ever wanted.
And then she died. And then, things got worse.
Worse? Oh no, Matilda, they can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did. The escapologist was so kind, he never blamed the acrobat's sister for what she did. In fact, he asked her to move in to help raise their child. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she ever did anything wrong, but always in secret so that the escapologist would never suspect a thing!
Let's call the police!
Miss Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, of course. I'd better go.
trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to when you're a grown up.
And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night.
And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, when I grow up, I will be strong enough to carry all the heavy things you have to haul around with you when you're a grown up.
And when I grow up,
I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. When I grow up, I will eat sweets every day, and I'll play with things that moms pretend that moms don't think are fun. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will spend all day just lying in the sun. And I won't learn, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up.
When I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. When I grow
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change.
when I grow
Just because I find myself in this story, that doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right.
Everyone, gather around. I want to share in my family triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
155-year-old bangers on my hands. What could I do? I couldn't possibly drive each one backwards, could I?
Backwards.
Well, then suddenly, I had the most genius idea in the world. I grabbed a drill and, using my incredible mind, attached it to the first car of the speedometer and whacked into reverse.
Backwards.
Exactly. Within 10 minutes, I practically reduced the mileage to nothing.
Backwards.
Then the Russians show up. Expensive suits, dark glasses.
Russians are nocturnal. I saw it on a program last night. That was a program about badgers. Same thing. And did it work? Fantastico! Now I'll be able to afford Rodolfo all day long.
But they trusted you and you've cheated them.
What did we do to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go down that school tomorrow and tell your teacher she would never be let in again.
What? No, you can't.
And if she does, I'll have her fired, and you'll never read another stinking book in your life, young man.
I'm a girl.
Go to your room, you little stinkworm.
The little girl continued to suffer in silence, never saying a single word about the aunt's evil bullying. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties until one day she exploded!
You are useless, filthy, nasty little creep!
And she beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cell, locked the door, and went out.
Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I've forgotten the one thing that mattered to us most? I love you so much, and I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
When the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts turned to the acrobat's evil sister.
Bullying children is her game now, is it? Then let us see what she can do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her.
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda?
Not on my watch! There's an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads. Aren't you, Bog Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bog Trotter here is now a good toad.
Sit. Miss Honey, you believe in kindness in books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, you must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where is my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you. Flabby. Disgusting. Revolting. Revolting, I say! I think it's time we toughen you all up with a little fizzad. This school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking! Reeking with a most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it all too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and Fizzed will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of Fizzed will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Hold, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. A whiff of insurgence, the sense of incense. Story, you resting no sense. The funk of the violence, the odor of coup. Throw out the anarchy and progress. Once you've exercised these demons, they shall be too poop for scheming. Some double time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. Alright, let's step it up, double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, discipline. Discipline for children who are listening. The miss, I need this issue, there is no mystery. To master the art, the class, and mystery is discipline. Discipline! The smell of rebellion, the stench of
evil, the weak of puri, the rested body of the resistance, the Ponga descent, the Bunkamora father rotting. Let's bring this odor home.
The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt,
The reek of insubordination, a whip of resistance, the Ponga descent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is squashed, till glorious sweaty discipline has washed the sickening stench away.
Look what I found. A newt. I'm going to put the newt into the trench bowl.
Quiet!
I don't think this is teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty.
But it's because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are weak. You are, in fact, a sniveling little newt. Newt! You!
What? Me? No, I didn't.
Cockroach! You did this, you foul, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
Ow, please stop. That hurts. Leave him alone, you big fat bully.
How dare you? You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in prison. In the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out. Shotgun and Charlie with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall.
Have you wondered, will I have, about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind unbidden, these stories delivered to me fully written. And when everyone shouts, they just seem to like shouting, and the noise in my head is incredibly loud. And I wish they would stop, my dad and my mom, and the telly and the story would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right, but this noise becomes anger, and the anger is light. And this burning inside me would usually fade, but it isn't today. The heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet. Like a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've said. Into the eye of the storm. Go on. Tip over. Tip over.
And I tell you, there is nothing I shall not do, no length to which I shall not go,
No punishment I shall not. What is it? What is it? Venute? Venute! It's heading up! It's heading north! I'm gonna do something! I gotta do something! I gotta do something!
Well, that was interesting. I think we all better go home while we still can. Matilda?
Watch. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
Would you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is, this thing with my eyes?
I can't say that I know, Matilda, but I don't believe we should be frightened of it. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Not exactly, but yes, something like that. I've met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh, yeah, he's always saying, Matilda, I'm very proud to have a daughter as... That's not true at all, Miss Honey. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Here we are, home sweet home.
Miss Honey, are you poor?
Yes. Yes, I am. Very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
They don't, actually, but I'm poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking and came across this old shed and fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But, Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. My father died when I was very young. Magnus was his name, and he was very kind, but when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was cruel and mean like you could hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all of those years. She made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She even produced a document that said my father had given her his entire house.
But do you really think he did that? Just give her his whole house?
I find it hard to believe. Just like I can't believe she would have killed himself, which is what she said had happened.
Miss Honey, you think she did him in, don't you?
I don't know, but all I know is that years of being bullied by that woman has made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
But, Miss Honey, let's call the police.
But we can't. We have no evidence. Besides, my aunt is a much respected...
Who is she?
I can't say.
Miss Honey, who is she?
Matilda, I can't.
Who is she?
It's Miss...
Miss Trunchbull?
Yes.
This class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who gets one single answer wrong will go to Choki. What are you looking at?
You.
You. Spell, oh no, let me see. Newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's great at teaching.
Nonsense! You, stand up, turn around, and spell the one thing that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating.
I taught them that's all, with kindness and patience and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You, stand up and spell Angelica Menial Septricolis Tomosis.
But that's not even a word, you just made it up.
Spell or go to Choki, and I should warn you, there are silent letters.
A-M-C-H-E-L-L-A.
Oh dear, dearie. Dear.
K?
I'm so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to Choki.
Cat. C-A-F. Cat.
What?
I got it wrong, miss. Now you put me in choky, too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog. You have to put me in Shoki too. Table. X-A-B-L-Y. And me.
What's going on? What are you doing? Stop this!
You can't put us all in Choki. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L. Banana.
Bully. P-Y-T-L-D-S-R-W.
Revolting!
You have to put me in Choki too. You can't put us all in Choki, miss. Come now, maggots. Did you really think I hadn't thought of that? I've got Chokis for each and every one of you.
Look, there's writing on the chalkboard.
Agatha.
This is Magnus.
No, it can't be.
Give my Jenny back her house, then leave, or I will get you like you got me.
No.
Never again will she take away my freedom, and we won't forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit Nazi. Never again will the trophy don't slap. Never again will people lead us. Never again will doubting when my mom says I'm a miracle. Never again will we live behind bars. Never again will we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, you sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done, and we'll have the chance for revolting. We're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, you sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done, and we'll have the chance for revolting. We're revolting. Papa screaming horn.
later, I received a letter. It said that my parents' will had arrived and I was now the owner of the beautiful old house that was owned by my evil aunt, Agatha Trunchbull.
Who was never seen again. All the Chokies were immediately destroyed and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey. And it's often said that it was the best school in all of the land.
Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. She said it was because she no longer had a need for superpowers, but she was still stuck with parents who were cruel and mean and called her names.
Don't do the gopping. We're going to Spain forever, and we're never coming back.
Spain, but why? Because this twitbrain sold 150-year-old bangers to the Russian mafia.
They're here. Hide.
What if they damage my legs? My beautiful legs!
Where's your father?
I don't know.
The Mormon is a very, very stupid man, and assumed I was stupid too. And that is a very stupid and rude thing to do.
Well, yes, I'm afraid my dad is very rude and very, very stupid.
You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I'd often get to meet with smart people like you. Most of the people I do it, their thinking is all backwards.
Backwards!
I can have one of my friends teach their father manners, and one day, when he gets out of hospital, he will still be very stupid, but not quite so rude. What do you say?
That's a very tempting offer, but I think I've had enough of a revenge.
Your father is very, very lucky to have you as his daughter.
Quick, let's get out of here before they change your minds.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. I would look after her with love and respect, and I'd pay for everything.
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
Father, you called me your daughter.
And do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
Will you look after her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short of room. So, yes.
Thank you so much.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms,
And hugged her.
and they hardly noticed as the Wormwoods,
And Rodolfo.
as the Wormwoods and Rodolfo sped away into the distance, because they had found each other.
Yes, they have found each other.